Welcome back, everybody. This is Sherrod, and we are going to be checking out the test. Let's get started. If I can. Now, in order to begin, this is the most important part of this entire experience. You will be asked a series of questions, and you must answer them honestly. Now, when I say answer them honestly, I don't mean answer them how you like to answer them. Answer them with truth, even if that's hard to face. We all want to be good people. We rarely want to admit our faults, grievances, or mistakes. But you must decide what you truly want. Do you want this to work properly? Do you want the truth about yourself, your destiny in this world? Or would you rather live a lie just to hide from yourself? The process is very simple in theory. Just answer a long series of questions. What's difficult is self-analyzing your own psyche to evaluate the truths in your own mind and life so that you can predict your future. You see, as long as you're honest with these questions and answers, you'll be able to see your own future here. This will tell you things you already know, but don't necessarily know that you know. As long as the answers you provide to the questions asked are 100% honest and true, this process will simply unlock a part of your mind that you do not have natural access to. This isn't psychic. This isn't a personality test. This is simply nature. This is you. This is your own mind. This is simply nature taking its course. This is the human brain at work, unlocking hidden truths within itself. While attempting to answer many of these questions, you'll often wonder things like, well, this answer depends on the circumstances. Create your own circumstances in your mind and answer the questions with a simple yes or no as you see fit. You may not understand nor realize it, but your mind will develop the situation required to answer your question the way it needs to be answered. I invite you to grab a drink of water, sit back, relax, and enjoy the experience. We are about to begin with a series of questions, and provided that you're a willing participant, we will be unlocking some substantial information today. Here we go. Here we go. Do you believe that everyone should always be treated fairly? Yes. Do you believe that everyone should always be treated equally? There's a difference between, what's fair and what's equal is not always the same. Somebody may actually need extra help with something, or they may not need any help at all. So no, everybody should not always be treated equally. Have you ever invented anything? No. Do you believe that you are worthy of someone's time investment? Worthy of someone's time investment? Like, should somebody invest time in me? I guess so. I think everybody's worthy of people putting time into them. Would you consider yourself to be open-minded? Yes. Would you say that you sometimes have trust issues? Yes. Would you be alright with living alone forever? No. Do you always give someone the benefit of the doubt? No. Do you dislike the sound of your own voice? This is a very well-studied topic. Yes. Do you like the color blue more than the color black? No. Can you tell I like black? I don't know if you can tell I like black. If you found money on the street and knew who it belonged to, would you give it back to them? Yes. I'd feel guilty otherwise. Are you sure you want the answers you seek? Yes. Are you afraid of spiders? No. If you knew you would emerge unscathed, would you jump into molten lava? Completely unscathed. Like, I know for a fact before going into this that this will not injure me. But it may still hurt. I want to say yes, though, because, like, Yeah, I think I would. Would you consider yourself to be fat? Fuck off. Would you say that you have lots of charisma? Actually, so in my head, like my heart automatically says no, like I'm super awkward. But the fact is, like, I have a lot of friends that, like really kind of pivot off of me, and I just realized I need to turn the gain down on my mic. And like there are a lot of people that actually do listen to me. I'm not sure why, so it would seem so. You ever wish you could temporarily be frozen? Yeah, I'm not getting into that one. This is all very interesting. Do you realize that the last letter of the previous 5 questions, when put together, spell the name Satan? I didn't. I knew that was coming, and I didn't. They ambush you with that. Does that make you uncomfortable? No. Are you good at finding hidden puzzles or clues? No. Yeah. No. I stumble upon them. Are you now wondering what other hidden messages are placed within these questions? I already forgot about the hidden message thing, honestly. So I'm gonna say no. Have you been entirely honest with your answers thus far? Yes. Are you afraid of the consequence for answering questions? It's honestly no, you're a video game. Were you aware that there could be potential consequences for answering dishonestly? No. Are you wondering how these questions began to take a strange turn? How? Well, they were programmed to take a strange turn. Would you consider yourself captivated? I don't think so. I'm interested. This is neat. But I don't think I'm captivated. Very interesting. Would you consider yourself to be brave? I don't think I am. Do you view yourself as someone with above average intelligence? As much as I can be dumb as hell at times, like when my brain just kind of switches off, yes, I actually do think I'm smarter than your average bear. Have you been looking for hidden messages in these questions? No, I keep forgetting you do that. Are you wondering which hidden messages you may have missed? Well, now I am. Have you begun to wonder how long this test will take or how many questions exist in this session? Yes, I am curious about that. Would you consider yourself to be a patient person? No. Do most humans annoy you? It's interesting to phrase it as most humans instead of most people. And I'm kind of thinking of situations like people around me at my desk talking will like drive me away from my desk. Like I will have to go and take a break because I can't focus, and that irritates the shit out of me. And then driving in Colorado, we just have this excess of Sunday drivers. So I think technically speaking, the majority of humans do annoy me. Yes, because on average, my count of annoying interactions over pleasant interactions is significantly higher. Do you prefer animals to people? I don't think so. I need people in my life. I like having animals in my life. Do you believe in magic? Yes, I am a witch, in fact. You can make fun of that all you want. Do you believe in God or the existence of some form of higher power? Yes, but I believe... We'll get into that another time. Do you fear death, Jack Sparrow? Yes, I don't want to die. Are you attracted to somebody whom you're not currently in a relationship with? Yeah. Yeah. Did you answer that last question with one? I'm not in a relationship. There's literally no skin off my back for saying that I'm attracted to somebody I'm not with. Are you alone? Yes. Except for the cat upstairs. Are you sure? Oh, I should have played this at night. Yes, I am sure. If I told you with utmost certainty that there's something watching you, would you believe me? Yes, because I struggle with paranoia, you piece of shit. Thank you for that. Have you wondered who I am? A little bit. So when I saw Markiplier playing this, all I could see was the little hat. And so I thought this was like a dude with a big schnoz, or somebody wearing like a plague doctor mask. And now I'm looking and it's this cute little chibi somebody. So a little bit. Who are you? Have you had shivers at any point during this session? No. Do you feel like you're being watched? Actually, no. Because I feel like that a lot. Have you considered quitting the session early? Fuck no. Do you drink water every day? Yes, I do. Do you eat at least once per day, every day? Yeah. Realize that there's a high probability that you've missed a plethora of hidden messages thus far. Yes, there is. Are you wondering what they are? Yes, but you're not going to tell me. Would it bother you to never know without finding them yourself? I'd eventually forget about it. Is your favorite number 7? No, it is in fact 6 and 3 and 5. Life is short, but it's the longest thing we'll ever do. Do you agree? This gets into the whole afterlife question. And I am very back and forth on the existence of an afterlife, actually. So, I'm gonna say no. No, because death is the longest thing we do, actually. You'll be dead for far longer than you were ever alive, unless the universe fucking vaporizes or something like that. Like, inevitably, you will be in the ground for longer than you were on top of it, depending on how you were buried. Oranges cannot be compared to apples. Do you agree? No. They are fruit. Venus is sometimes referred to as the morning star. Did you know that? I had forgotten about it after watching Mark's video. Stop drawing comparisons. So no. Everyone deserves a second chance. Do you agree? Yes. Now, do they deserve a third and fourth and fifth and sixth? No, not necessarily. You can do anything you put your mind to. Do you agree? Some things are impossible. I hate to say it, but some things really are impossible. Obedience is more important than freedom. Do you agree? For me? No. My freedom is much more important than my obedience. For people in general, no, I think most people deserve to, actually everybody deserves to have their freedom. There are consequences for exercising that freedom, though. And I think everybody's got a right to fuck around and find out. Underwater adventures sound like a fun time. Yes. I love the water. Did you realize that the first letters of the previous 8 questions spelled the phrase, I love you? Oh, no. Do you wish to be loved? Yes. Have you ever felt hated? Oh, yeah. Do you have any addictions? Yeah, I smoke, and I'm trying to cut back on drinking because I do that more often than I probably ought to. And video games. So yes, I do. Do you dislike the color pink? No, I don't really dislike any color. They've all got a purpose. Does the color gray seem depressing? God, I hope not, because our walls are gray. And my couch is gray. I like gray, actually. Do you enjoy loud music? No. It makes my ears hurt really, really fast. Do you like to dance? Yes, but that doesn't mean I'm good at it. Would you consider yourself normal? No. Do you love your parents? Yes. They bother me, but I love them. Have you ever been lied to? Fun fact, by my parents. But yes, everybody's been lied to, and if you think you haven't been lied to, then I'm really sorry. You're wrong. you've been lied to by somebody. You've been lied to by your government. You've been lied to by your parents. You've been lied to by your friends. Somebody has lied to you in your life. Do you get angry often? Fittingly enough, I'm having one of those days actually today where everything is like disproportionately frustrating. Like I almost went, if you can see, I kind of cleaned up my hair a little bit and I actually almost gave up and went to the barber shop because like I could not get it the way I wanted to and I was getting so pissed off. So yes, I have a very bad temper, but I keep a hold of it. Like I don't lash out often, but do I get angry often? Yes, I get angry almost constantly. Do you hold grudges? Yes, I do. Have you ever forgiven I would hope everybody's forgiven someone at some point in their life. Yes. Have you ever done something that you knew you shouldn't have done but still did it everywhere? Anyway, yeah, that's something everybody's done. Have you ever lied? Yes, I have. Have you ever cheated on a test? I got caught and I got in school suspension and my dad made fun of me. You won't cheat this test. I mean, I could if I wanted to. I could. Do you think flowers are more beautiful than trees? No, I do not. Have you ever wanted to be an animal instead of a person? Oh yeah, as a kid all the time. I mean, you know, just look at Sharon. I mean, you know, the little... Come on. Do you believe you have psychic powers? So this is a little bit embarrassing because I know most people think it's a little bit crazy. I do believe that I have, like, empathy beyond what most people would. And I don't necessarily think it's entirely a trauma response either. So, yes, fuck it. Have you ever seen a ghost? No, but I do get hypnagogic hallucinations that made me wonder, which is when you wake up from a dream and you're awake, but you're still seeing what's happening in your dream. Do you dream often? Yes, I do. Do you have nightmares often? Nightmares? No. Stress dreams? Yes. I differentiate. Do you suffer from anxiety attacks? Yes, I've had, not recently, but I have had them, and I do suffer from depression. I'm medicated. I see a therapist every week. Do you exercise often and stay active? No. Is there a particular type of food that you despise? Scallops. Because when I was in high school, I was kind of experimenting with cooking a bit, as one does. And I made this recipe that was like a butter lemon scallop pasta. But here's the thing. I didn't rinse the scallops well enough, so I was encountering granules of sand throughout this. And then I didn't get food poisoning, but I did get a really awful bout of the flu not long after. And my lizard brain, amygdala, whatever, decided to associate that as, oh, scallops are bad. Scallops are bad. Scallops are bad. So I can't fucking stand scallops. Would you consider yourself emotionally wounded? Have you ever felt betrayed? Yeah. Do you ever feel lost in life? I currently feel lost in life. Would you consider yourself a natural leader? I didn't used to. And I definitely prefer to follow. But I have found over the years that when I do step up and take charge of something, provided I'm competent at it, you know, if I'm not competent at something, then I'll just sit down and shut the hell up. But as long as I actually know what I'm talking about, like, yes, people do follow. And it's interesting, because I never thought I had that trait. If you could push a button and destroy the world, would you press it? No! Do you sometimes dream of being a hero? Yes. I think everybody does. Have you ever been bullied? Yes, I was bullied relentlessly in middle school. And I personally don't think that bullying stops after you stop being a kid. I actually got bullied a lot when I was stationed on my first ship in the Navy. I was bullied for having short hair, for being androgynous, for being awkward, for being the sheltered kid, for being the youngest in the division, just all these things. So yes, I've been bullied a lot in my life. And I've bullied somebody else. I'm not proud of it. I don't like that side of me. But I can be a nasty little fucker. And I try to not do that. Would you consider yourself to be a dreamer? I kind of equate that with being ambition, like dreaming of, I don't know, I'm stuck between being a dreamer and a realist, so I'm gonna say no. Yes, I speak without, sorry, the question was, do you sometimes hurt people's feelings unintentionally? I speak without thinking all the time. Like, if I was flexible enough, I would say that I was born with my fucking foot in my mouth. And it sucks. Do you find space fascinating? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be an artist? So, I'm gonna catch flack from some of my friends on this. I draw, I read and write and do lots of creative things. I'm very down on myself about it, though. I've called myself an artist. I'm very critical of my own work, though. So, yes, but would you consider yourself to be a good friend? I am a very absentee friend, because it's not that I don't necessarily want to talk to people, although that is the case sometimes. I forget to. And, like, I can pick up a friendship right where it left off, even if it's been years since we talked, but I've learned over the years that other people kind of can't. And so I've let a lot of friendships decay over time like that. I cancel a lot of plans. I get frustrated with people. So no, actually, I don't think I'm a very good friend. Would you consider yourself to be flawed? I mean, if I answered no at this point, I think the game would kick me out outright. Have you ever fantasized about being a supervillain or performing a heinous/egregious crime? Yeah, I mean, I was an edgy teenager once. Do you believe in perfection? Ew. Have you ever stolen from someone? Do stealing hoodies from your significant other count? I don't think that counts. I gave it back eventually. Except for the brown hoodie that I wear sometimes in videos. That actually does belong to my friend Michael. So from someone, no. Okay, would you ever kill someone under any circumstances? Any circumstances, yes. Would I feel good about it? No. I wouldn't want to, like, commit a murder or something like that, but if it was a matter between my life or somebody else's, then yeah, I'd probably pick my life. If you had one day to live, would you tell anyone? You're assuming I could function if I only had one day to live. I am deathly afraid of death, because I don't actually have a solid belief in the afterlife, and any of us, the only thing universally that every human has ever done, ever, is lived and existed for at least some amount of time. And so the possibility of death equating to non-existence is so incredibly terrifying to me. Like, I actually have almost actively trained myself to just dismiss that train of thought and move on from it. And if I had one day to live, would you tell anyone? I don't know what I would do if I had one day to live, so I'd say no. Have you ever told your darkest secrets to someone? Yes. There are a few very trusted friends that know just about everything about me. Do you trust me, even though you know nothing about me? No. Do you know who I am? Haven't figured it out. Well, I know who you are. No, you don't. If I appeared behind you right now, would you scream? I didn't used to be a screamer, but that started up in my horror games, so yeah. If I told you that I've been behind you this entire time, would that scare you? Well, I can see what's behind me right now. Of course not. That would be silly now, wouldn't it? Yes, it would. Would you consider yourself to be empathetic? See my previous answer on psychic abilities. Would you consider yourself to be romantic? I would say yes. I love thoughtful random gifts. I don't like big grand romantic gestures. Like, honestly, I find those embarrassing, but when it comes to things like, you know, yeah, I'm a romantic person. Have you ever been in a physical fight? Not since I was a kid, unless you count when I worked security for training purposes. We, our supervisors would put us in a training environment so that we knew that stuff going on wasn't real, and then they would start scuffles at the gates. And it was actually a lot of fun, I'm not even gonna lie. I enjoyed that a lot, so yes, I have been in a physical fight. Are you prone to headaches or migraines? Constantly. Do you look at the ground when you walk? Not all the time, so I'm gonna say no. Are you attracted to the opposite sex? Yes, I am. Would you ever shave your head? Done it. You've seen it. Would I do it again? Yeah. Are you attracted to muscular bodies? Yes, I am. Do you ever dance when no one is looking? I dance when people are looking, and then I realize I'm dancing, and I stop. Do you trust your best friend entirely? So I personally have a couple of best friends. I'm not the kind of person who can choose, like, this is the best friend, bar none. Do I trust them entirely? I do. There are not many people that I trust completely. But, Wilsey, Jack, Marissa, and a couple of others, yes, I do trust them entirely, and I know that I wouldn't want to, but I could ask anything of them, and they would help me with it. And that means a lot. Do you remember your childhood extremely well? No. I don't know if this is something I've discussed in my videos, but something rather concerning, if you ask me, is that I actually have a very patchy memory of my childhood. If you get me going reminiscing, I can remember a lot of things, but there are gaps. There are lots of gaps. Would you rob a bank if you could get away with it? Yeah, fuck the man. Do you ever dream about running from a killer? No, normally, like, nightmares and things like that are actually a lot more, strange than that. I'm not really sure how else to phrase it. Do you ever dream about falling off a cliff? No. Do you ever dream about being naked in public? Yes, and they're some of my least favorite dreams, because I am body shy. Do you enjoy scary movies or books? Nah, I don't like being, yes. Do you enjoy comedic television shows or movies? Yes, I do. Do you like being the center of attention? I mean, it depends on the situation, but, you know, given that I'm recording this on my YouTube channel, I think I have to say yes, otherwise liar, liar, pants on fire. Do you feel like something is always watching you? No, so I do believe in, like, spirits, otherworldly entities, energies, and things like that. Do I necessarily think that I'm important enough to always have one focused on me at all times, or even different ones? No. I do think that I get left alone plenty. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to go to space? Yes. I want to know what zero gravity feels like, honestly. Like, that's one of the specific things for me. What does zero G feel like? Have you ever had an out-of-body experience? Yes, it is a very, 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 very strange sensation, and it's very difficult to describe, too. It also wasn't something I did on purpose. Yeah, it's... Have you ever punched a nun? No, I have not. Do you like dogs better than cats? I love them both, damn it. Do you prefer to read more than you prefer to watch movies? I used to. It's actually really difficult for me to sit down and just read something nowadays. Are you still wondering why I asked if you've ever punched a nun? Actually, no. I moved on from that one. I figured it's something a little random. Do you get starstruck easily? Yeah. I've seen, like, in the proximity of, like, very high-ranking individuals or, like, celebrities, things like that. Like, yeah, I've gotten pretty dumbfounded. Do you hate going to big parties and social gatherings? Not outright, but it is very rare that I will do so. Is your favorite part of your birthday receiving presents? No. I like spending time with people, going out to eat, maybe getting drunk. Seriously though, have you ever punched a nun? Like, really? Just bam! Right in the face! Nun punch! No! Did you laugh? Yes. Did you say what the fuck in your head or even aloud? Well, technically I just said what the fuck, so yes. Are you now eager to somehow get the opportunity to punch a nun sometime soon? No. As amusing as that is, punching somebody hurts. Getting punched hurts, but punching somebody hurts. There's a lot of hard, bony things in here, and you're liable to break your own hand, so I really only want to punch somebody who deserves it. If there's a hell, do you think you're going to it? No. Do you enjoy fantasy fiction games? Very much so. Do you masturbate frequently? No. I have a very, very low sex drive. Are you wondering what constitutes frequently? I'm assuming it's talking like multiple times a day. Are you more than slightly uncomfortable right now? No. Is your mouth dry? Nope. Sorry for the mouth noises. Does profanity make you uncomfortable? No. Do you believe in legendary beasts such as the Loch Ness Monster or Bigfoot? I want to believe in those things. Honestly, I think the idea that there are cryptids and these unexplained things out there, I think that's so cool. Are you poor with money management? Yes, I am. Choose one of these numbers that you feel resonates with you most in this moment. I should have picked 21. Choose one of these colors that you feel resonates with you most in this very moment. Choose one of these. I picked gray. Choose one of these words you feel resonates with you most in this moment. Huh. Wicked, sick, plagued, wretched, toxic, and vile. I guess wicked. I'm a wicked, wicked bitch. One of these words that you feel resonates with you most in this very moment. Blessed, glorious, divine, angelic, heavenly, celestial. Okay, I guess this doesn't necessarily have to apply to me. It's just words that I really like. So I guess celestial? Choose one of these words you feel resonates with you most in this very moment. Luck, skill, strength, agility, intellect, or charm. Intellect. Do you enjoy solving mathematical puzzles? I find it a fun challenge. I am bad at it. Do you speak more than one language fluently? Sadly, no. I do speak some German, though. Have you ever visited a country other than your own? Yes, I have been to Mexico, Canada. I'm from the US, for anybody who didn't already know that. So I visited Mexico, Canada, Japan, Australia, Singapore, South Korea, Hong Kong. Been off the coast of the Philippines, never actually set foot there. Guam. I feel like I'm missing some, but I can't remember them off the top of my head. But yes, I've traveled a lot of the Asia Pacific through the Navy. Do you enjoy coffee? Yes, I should get some. Do you believe in demons? Yes, I do. Do you believe in angels? Not necessarily, not in like the sense of, you know, these white robed figures with these fluttery wings. Like, no, I believe in like the screaming pinwheels with 1,000 eyes and the multi-faced dog and cat and whatever head with 7. Yeah. Are you afraid of sharks? No. I'm never going to encounter a shark. I love sharks. They're cool. Do you prefer baths over showers? Yes, because I like to relax in the bath. A shower's for when I, like, get clean. So if we're talking about from a hygiene standpoint, showers are better. But from just enjoyment standpoint, I love baths. Smell of perfume or cologne give you headaches? Thankfully, no. Did you see a shadow move in your room a few minutes ago? I mean, it's pretty bright in here. I've got my back to the center of the room, so... Do you ever hear your name being called even when you know no one is calling it? It's been a long time, but yes, I do hear that. Do things in your home often go missing and then reappear later? Ask my roommate about how often I lose my phone. Do you ever hear footsteps around you when you're alone? So technically, I live in a condo, so, like, I share a wall with multiple people, but I've definitely heard things like that I can't explain away with shared dwellings. Do you ever hear random knocking noises around you? Yes. I don't know what it is. I think it's something to do with the neighbor's heater. But randomly, from this wall that's behind my desk, I will get this random, like... I don't even know if my mic picked that up, but... It's this very rhythmic, like... Doo, 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 doo. And it creeps me out every time. Do you often look at the same time on the clock every day? Yes, because I work. I look at 11 because that's when lunch is. Have you ever felt your feet being grabbed at night while sleeping? I have a cat. What do you think? Do you have any pets? See previous answer. Is your favorite color green? Yeah. Are you attracted? Ew, no. No, I'm not attracted to a family member. If you won the lottery, would you share the money with anyone? Yeah, I have a lot of friends that are in a financial bind, and there's no way I could use all that money for myself. Well, I could, but it would be dumb. If you could be the dictator of your own country, would you accept the role? Hell no. That is way too much stress. Do you ever wonder what it would be like to be in prison? So, yes... But also, so I've had several family members go to prison, in my lifetime, actually. So, from their stories, I can't say that I know what it's like to be in prison, but from their stories, I have an idea. But yeah, I guess I do wonder, like, what it would be like to experience that myself. Do you like fishing? Yes. Do you like hunting? No. I cry. Do you like camping? Yes, I do. Do you like guns? So, okay. I like shooting guns. It's very interesting, it's very cool, it's a very powerful feeling, and I like feeling powerful. Do I like guns, though? So the fact of the matter is, in my opinion, guns were made to kill people. Or animals. They were made to kill. Like, whoever invented the gun wasn't thinking, you know what would be really fun? Let's go shoot some pop cans with this. So do I like them? No. I enjoy them, but I don't like them. Are you getting tired of answering questions? Are you kidding me? I could talk about myself all day. Would you consider yourself to be kinky? Yeah. Eyes are the window to the soul. Do you agree? Yeah, you can get a lot out of a person with eye contact. Do you always keep your promises? I wish that I could say yes, but I do not. I don't. Would you ever completely trust someone who's lied to you? No. Once you've broken that trust with me, it is gone. I am not an only child. Let's see. I have one older brother. He's 2 years older than me. He's fully related to me. Then I have 2 stepsisters that are college age, from my dad's current marriage. One stepbrother who just graduated high school. He's 18 now. One stepsister, I lost count on my hands. Anyway, one stepsister who's still in high school, should be graduating next year. A half-sister who is in middle school, and a half-brother who is in middle school. So I actually have... I have 7, 8... I don't know. I can't count today, but I have a lot of siblings. Do you ever enjoy being drunk? Yes, I do. It's kind of fun. Do you like tattoos? Nah, I hate these things. They're disgusting. Your body is a temple. Do you enjoy being high in any form? For legal reasons, my answer has to be no. Do you believe you have a soul? Yes. Did you cry this week? Did I cry this week? For the most part, this week was actually pretty good. But I'm trying to remember if I did cry about anything. I don't think I did. Not that it's not an uncommon thing for me to cry, and I'm not embarrassed to admit that. I'm an emotional person, and I have a lot of stuff going on. Are you upset with someone right now? For once? Actively? No, not really. Is there someone you're not being completely honest with daily? I don't think we're completely honest with anybody on a day-to-day basis. I think we tell little lies to each other all the time. Do you understand how this works yet? I think it's a lot like... So there's a test that I took before joining the Navy. Nobody else seems to know about this, which is weird for me. Because a lot of people don't remember taking this. But it was a test where basically it would show you 2... negative or frowned upon statements, and you would have to pick which one applied best to you, which generally tended to become picking the lesser evil. And it was trying to figure out which ones you consistently picked, as some sort of gauge of morality or something like that. It's kind of strange. And I've lost my train of thought, but I think I know how this works. If you answer the questions twice, your truths may change. It's not just about answering the questions. It's about the time you spend answering them and the combination you answer them in. It's about many different variables you'd never guess. Do you understand? I do. Are you wondering if the end of the test is coming soon based on the previous question you just answered? Yes. If I were to tell you that this entire process was planted here for you, specifically you, to learn something about yourself, and anyone else that bothers using this is just a byproduct of this intention, would you believe that? No. Nobody knows about me. Are you afraid of being abandoned? Yes, I am, and I hate it. Are you afraid of dying alone? I think we all... In the end, like, when you die alone. It doesn't matter how many people are in the room with you. I'm afraid of dying, but specifically dying alone. Well, no, now that I think about it, the phrase dying alone, like, not having people who care about you when you die. So yes, actually, that sounds lonely as fuck. Do you worry that one day you'll be unexpectedly murdered? I don't actively worry about it on a day-to-day basis, but like I've definitely had those invasive thoughts when I see like somebody walking the other direction on the sidewalk or something like that. So I suppose I'll answer yes. Are you always on guard, waiting to fend off an attack? No. Do you feel like I know you yet? Yeah, probably. Have you heard any strange noises while answering these questions? No, I got pretty nice headphones. I think we have enough information about you. Whether you skipped questions, answered honestly or dishonestly, took loads of time to respond, or answered quickly without reading or understanding properly, I've been able to tell. Wait, can you skip questions? I wasn't aware there was an option to skip questions. I'm calculating your results. I'm analyzing you very carefully. I'm judging you. Based on what you've told me, this is what I can conclude. Wow, you've sure managed to paint a vivid picture here, haven't you? You can be described as a lot of things, but one major issue you have is blatant. You're insecure. You don't easily trust people, but you don't trust in yourself, and that is the biggest flaw of them all. Why? because you're beautiful. You don't even see it, do you? You don't even understand just how magnificent you truly are. If you could see yourself the way others see you, you'd have all the confidence in the world. Every time someone says something nice to you, you make up an excuse as to why it isn't true. Every time somebody says something negative about you, you take it to heart and it stings. People who are saying nice things are not saying them to make you feel better. Fuck. They're saying them because they're true. The people who talk shit are doing it not because it's accurate, but because they're even more insecure than you. They can't handle just how bright you shine, inside and out. And they can't handle how much potential you have and how much potential they lack. It burns them to the core, and they lash out at you for it. Just trust me on this. Stop doubting yourself, put the haters to rest, and live your damn life the way you know you should. You can be happy while they cry into their pillows at night. That's not your problem. Shit. You may or may not realize it, but you're a star. A pretty fucking bright one, too. Your secret word is love. Remember this word. This will come in handy. Shit, that got me. I wasn't expecting that to get me like that. Take the secret word that was assigned to you at the end of your session and leave it in a comment for us. We will be selecting some of you, based on your answers, to be included in a future project we're currently working on. Don't be afraid. This is an opportunity for you to be a part of history. This is a chance for you to be a part of something greater. Be sure to note your secret word in your comments. If you do not wish to be a part of an upcoming project, simply leave your secret word out of your comments, and we will not select your name. We appreciate any and all comments you leave, and we always read them thoroughly. Thank you for taking the time to answer these questions. I know they've been of some help to you, and if they aren't yet, it will all make sense very soon. Trust me on that. You can find the Test Hypothesis Rising, the Test Final Revelation, and the Testing Chamber on Steam if you've enjoyed this installment. You can also find the Journey series and the Advisor series, which we'd encourage everyone to try. If you'd like to support us further or try our other games, you can find a link to all our titles on the title screen of this game under the section Our Other Games. Thank you so much for your support. We appreciate you. Okay, so, like I said, I watched Markiplier play this, and this is why I decided to get it. That, I didn't expect it to hit me that hard. I kind of expected, I know that those answers, the questions are the same for everybody, I think. They've got a set of responses based on how you answer things. But that, I don't know, it got to me, a lot, and I wasn't ready for that. Thank you to everybody who just watched me cry on camera again. If you'd like to watch, I'm going to do a shameless plug to kind of lighten the mood. If you'd like to see me cry on camera again, go ahead and check out my playthrough of The Medium. I'll have a little thingy up here for it. It got me on the first episode. I was bawling. I was ugly crying. It's a good, amazing game, and I had a great time with it. I finished it not too long ago. Oh god, sorry, I'm still trying to kind of collect myself again. If you enjoy my work, please don't forget to comment. I really like getting feedback from people. I accept constructive criticism. I really want to know how to improve my work. And as with every YouTuber, you know, I need subscribers to join, or to join the partner program, but also to just grow my channel and get myself out there. And likes help me with visibility, so please, 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 please give me your validation. Help me fight that insecurity. That sounded dumb. Links to my social media will be available. Mostly I use Twitter, honestly. If you'd like to join my Discord server, just message me on Twitter. I'll send you a link if you seem legitimate. If not, then I'm just going to ignore you. And wow, it's really hard to think past this whispering in my ears, so I'm going to go ahead and call the video there. Thank you everybody for joining me, and enjoy the next 24 hours. Have a good one.